Why should we limit ourselves?
If I kill myself, do I get 2 points?
No, you're
If you
just
do it with
dead.
flourish,
Damn it. What if I collateral me with like 5 people at once? Is there a combo kill?
Not a bad idea. Honestly, we've killed so few things in this
Killed,
campaign so far that killing anything at all would be an accomplishment, honestly.
We killed what? A vampire? I don't think we had any other combat.
Oh no.
I think it's just been the vampire.
I mean, wait a second. Was it a vampire or was it just the guy? It was the guy who was sacrificing people.
Wasn't
right?
he a vampire?
I don't think so.
I thought he was. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know why.
It's been so long ago. I just remember him as the.
He's probably Sefik Caltra. That's why. It's because his name sounds like he's a vampire. His name was Sefik.
Vampire, yeah.
I swear to God, he's a vampire.
Literally the only person, and we didn't even like kill that person alone. We had
Maybe we are a bunch of pathetic combat people.
Jesus. I mean, I know none of us are well, at least not none of us, but half of us are not particularly built for combat. So
that is very true. Our non-monks are probably not combat astute.
Right.
Oh God. Maybe it's talking about the monks killing us then.
Maybe. Anyway, where were we last? I don't think.
The ghost tried to drown me.
Yeah, we went back to the hotel, right? Isn't that where we finished up? Or
yes.
the inn?
And then Wei Fo was gonna go to the armor shop to get leather to use my heat cube to try and basically scuba dive down to the ship.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Weifo did that.
Yes.
And Elena, were you here last week?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Tora just slept through the whole seance.
Yeah. Tora said, I'm not about that spooky shit. You guys have fun.
Oh yeah, lady, you missed me nearly. The ghost basically put me under the ice and refroze the ice.
Oh.
She wasn't happy with me.
We only got you out because I think Wei had some critical strikes on the ice with the spear.
Yeah.
Well, it was a critical fail, so it punched through the ice, but it
stabbed me
punched
for
through
2
him
health.
as well.
Yeah,
You stabbed me with your spear a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Like a quarter of. Oh.
Turns out that robes don't help with too much protection.
Yeah.
Not
You
exactly.
have an AC at, when you have an AC at 12, even critical fails hit you pretty consistently.
Yeah. Yeah, my AC is not so good either.
God, he stabs me and I lose 20% of my life force. Oh God.
I don't remember. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, I don't even remember. Do I have mage armor? I do. Sounds good, I guess.
That's good.
I didn't remember if I did or not. All right. So it's daytime now. Is that correct?
Yes, it is daytime right now. Weifo's heading over to the armor shop. Is anyone going with him?
Might as well.
I don't think I'm proficient in any kind of armor, so I don't know what good that would do for me.
I don't either, but I'm a master negotiator, so I'll come along.
There you go. I'm just gonna kind of pull through some books, read some more about specters. Wait, didn't I go to the? That was before. That was in a different session. Yeah, I'm gonna go just kind of read through some more books about different kinds of specters and see if I can identify what kind of apparition the White Lady is. So I got her name, and I checked the books. Naira. So yeah, I'm gonna spend some time studying. If you need me to roll anything, to discover what kind
Why
of
are we ghosts?
What?
Why are we got ghosts?
I don't know. It shouldn't be.
Ghost
Hey, mine
pay the
says,
bar.
mine says ghost too.
What's going on? I don't know, Ghost. All right, I think the
Probably
DM killed us all.
Probably because we don't have tokens on the map.
Yeah. It's,
And the ghost was a token earlier.
I've got a ghost token that's hidden on the map, and it's probably
that's so
just
funny.
defaulting everyone to that, even though
That's
nobody
great.
is assigned to it.
Spooky.
Can't wait to go introduce Schwingy the Schwinga to Rudy the rat. We'll get back to the main town.
It's okay. We're going to the map for the armory, and you all have tokens on here.
Oh, there you go.
Spiggity spoogity. I'm back in my booty.
Do I know if there's a library nearby, or should I just be going into the armory?
The town does not have a library outside of the town's records.
Okay.
Scoping out the armory.
Do I potentially have books that I could use to try and figure out what kind of apparition Zanira is?
That is a good question.
Since my particular realm of study is alchemy, I would assume probably not, but just thinking out loud.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess you probably don't carry something like that with
Yeah.
you.
No worries.
The armor sets down his tools and walks over to the counter. You're an odd-looking fellow. What can I do you for?
I was wondering if you could make this, and I described the suit with extra room for fat, etc. Waterproofed.
I see. Bit of an unusual request, but I think it might be something I can accomplish. Oh, let me see how much I would have to charge for that. The only thing you're interested in purchasing right now? I suppose you're not needing any other armor.
No, not really. Although my friends may require some.
I'm fine. I don't like to put on too much heavy armor. I don't like to be limited.
Sure. Finest armor up in this realm.
I'm not doubting that. I just don't want armor.
Better not doubt it.
Well, I assure you, I do not doubt your skills, but as you may have noticed, for a bookworm, a form of sprite, and someone who's not quite so spry on their feet, armor has never been much my thing.
I see. You doing there okay? Says Dalar's staring at him.
You remind me of somebody, but I can't put my finger on it.
Can't say I've seen you in here before.
Can't say that I've been here before.
Her name's Oliver.
Oliver?
Oliver.
Where's your company, Oliver?
What do you mean? I'm the sole proprietor of this armor shop.
I figure you should have some company with you.
Nope,
Just made
no
sense.
company at all up here. Never had any company, never keep any company. Better not ask any questions about my company. The company that I don't have. Clearly don't have it.
Okay.
Anyway,
What company were we talking about?
no idea. Better drop it.
Neither. I can't drop what I don't have.
I'm
That's
fairly
the
certain
spirit.
that my friend is suffering from, what do you call it out here? The cold insanity?
Winter madness.
Yes.
It gets the best of us.
But how can I be cold? I've got a thermal cube.
That's, I'm sure, the only company that he's had recently.
At least I have company.
I am
So-
never without company. I always have you two around.
Exactly. We always have company.
Let's say, for this design you've got here, you wanting any special aesthetic to it? You know, shaped like a moose, or make you look like a moose or a rat or something. Got pretty good at making those.
Is that a popular style?
Not particularly, but I thought it might make you look better than walking around in a fat suit of furs.
Hmm. Hold on. While I appreciate the suggestion, I fear that the local hunters, if they got a bit hungry, might decide to try to take aim at a moose-like creature.
Fair enough. Well, let's see. I guess I need to figure out how much this is gonna cost. It's quite a bit of fur. Gotta take special attention to sealing it. Could probably sell the suit for you minus the fat for 5 gold pieces.
Do you have the fat available?
That I do not. Though I imagine the local food market's got plenty on hand.
Then I suppose 5 gold pieces sounds reasonable. Thank you.
Excellent. It'll take me a day or two to get it prepared. Just come back and stop by. Have it ready for you.
Very well. And Weifo will thank him for his time and will be off.
Pleasure doing business with you. If you have any armor or weapon needs, I can handle those as well, though I'm not quite as skilled with that. Happy to be of service.
I will most certainly keep that in mind.
So he leaves to go select out piles of furs and begin sewing that together.
So where should we head?
Well, we just need something to pass the time, don't we? Until we get the suit and can get your fat.
How did you all wish to pass the time? Oh, drinking?
I can always say yes to that.
Perhaps. Did we not also have some sort of peculiar interests in the magic man just outside of town? Or were we going to just let him be?
Oh, I actually already spoke with him.
Oh, yes?
Mm-hmm. He's the one that recommended me to the armorer.
Indeed. Interesting.
Did he seem any more trustworthy when you were there last time?
He did not seem any less trustworthy.
Well, I do suppose that's a start, then, yeah?
So I suppose he was equally as trustworthy the second time.
Yes,
one
I
way to
feel
put it.
that all things being equal, So is he.
Fair enough. What time of day is it?
It's about midday at this point.
Yeah, we can drink.
It's about drank o'clock.
Oh my fucking god. Real quick, DM, what is that? Is it something that we should be concerned with or no?
What is it that you are?
There's a little green circle there
Yeah.
with a smaller circle inside of it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, now it's gone.
It's not important. Stop looking behind the curtain, guys.
Someone had dropped a spell effect area
gotcha.
template onto the screen.
Gotcha.
Wow. Guys, I have a feeling that we need to go check out that house over there.
Yeah. We want to walk over somewhere to this part of town.
Just look at all the windows.
Yeah. Start
That
knocking
side
on
of
doors.
town is oddly green. No.
Yeah, right.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
My character's completely oblivious to it. It's just, oh, this is what these
Taylor
types
does.
of creatures do. That's fine.
Like, you could say Taylor grew up very sheltered.
And, you know, it's like every time he goes to a bar, he is reinforced in this insight that this is what humanoids do. They all get together and they drink.
And then there's Beltram with his fucking tea.
Yeah, Wayfo hasn't tried any of the tea yet.
Alright, so you guys head back over to the Wet Trout to start drinking plenty early for the night.
I will offer my my assistance to the barkeep in keeping the peace.
He begrudgingly accepts asking that you start no trouble of your own.
No, of course not.
I'll try not to either.
If you're drinking the remainder of the day and eating, I presume, when dinner comes around, for the four of you together, it'll come out to a gold piece for your food and drink.
I got this one, guys. Don't worry. I'll pay the gold for it.
I mean,
Some
Wayfo
good
doesn't drink a
drinking.
lot, but what he drinks is the good stuff.
Kush.
I
just
drink
a lot of whatever's
moldy
fruity.
tea, so. Mine's basically free, as I understand it.
They almost pay you to get it out of their shop.
Right.
Oh no, they still charge you full price for it.
I mean, what's that saying about serving green tea to company? You save money on cream. They don't ask for seconds, and they'll never come back.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Alright, so you guys enjoy a night full of drinking, eating, relaxing, partying, whatever it is that you do when you drink.
Is Wayfo carrying Dalar at this point?
Taylor, give me a constitution check.
Okay.
You are very
I'm
much
fine.
carrying-
Oh yeah,
He's doing good.
Wayfo's got him over one shoulder.
He passes out at like 7 o'clock.
Oh, shit. I failed today. I consider that a failure.
Although
That'd be
he
like
is
4
probably Although he is probably imagining that he is still having an in-depth conversation with the Schwinga.
Just passed out and having a conversation in my dream.
Pretty much.
He's just bouncing up and down on Wei Fo's shoulder.
It's like Aang from the Avatar when he's going insane before fighting the Fire Lord. With
Yeah.
Appa and Momo fighting, just imagining it all. God. It's gonna be the real thing that kills Daylar. He's gonna get alcohol poisoning eventually.
I mean,
He's eventually not gonna pass out and just roll a nat one on a con save and die to poisoning. It's gonna happen, I believe it. The only fitting ending for him.
just remember he gets 3 death saves.
3 drunk death saves.
Right. 3 drunk saves.
Exactly. He has 3 times where he might be able to drink another shot before he dies.
Alright, so you guys have a nice sleep at the inn. And awake. Well, aside from maybe Daylar, well refreshed the next day.
Dalar needs a long rest from his long rest.
I like to down my long rest with a long rest in the morning.
Right. But yeah, I mean, unless there's something else that we are needing to do here in town, Wei Po is perfectly fine just waiting around for the suit and going to the market and actually getting it all stuffed to the gills with fat,
Yeah.
grabbing the cube and then dunking his ass all the way down to the bottom of the lake for reasons.
And Daylar doesn't have anything else to do. We just came to this initially for the Schwinga.
Oh, I suppose I will need some sort of light source that'll work underwater too.
It's true.
Do any of you
In the
guys
daytime,
have
I don't know how much
something like
light
that?
will pass down there.
Probably not much at all because it's probably going to be about 100 feet down, so it's going to be inky black most likely.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. Even if you were to encase a torch and light a torch and put it in ice, it would still run out of oxygen and fizzle out before you really got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
think the
feel
thermal
like-
cube gives off. Does thermal cube give off any light? I don't think it does. It's just temperature.
Well, it's
Yeah.
going to be stuffed inside a leather suit, so
Touche.
yeah.
You're not gonna be able to use it anyway.
But I'm wondering if there might be like a magical trinket shop that would have, a simple glowstone, a stone that's got light permanently attached to it.
Can't hurt to look around.
I can't imagine that those things are worth more than a few copper. there's some first level mage hold on, here you go. Okay, here you go.
I mean, we can look around for one while we're waiting for the armor to finish.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't see any other reason to stay here aside from the ship looting quest.
There's a ship looting quest.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
You're on a quest to loot a ship.
Oh, okay.
Daylar, can I get an intelligence check from you as well? Or anyone else in that matter who would like to?
What's that for? Why? I'm fine.
Don't worry about it. You don't need to know.
I was gonna say I'd be happy to assist in whatever it is, but
This
I've
would be
only
the kind of
got
thing you'd
11
have to roll
intelligence.
your own for. To see if you figure this out.
oh, look at that nat 18 coming up.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
so
This is my dub stat.
Wei Fo, you realize that Daylar is in possession of some goggles.
Oh, he still has those.
He does.
Well, I was
Why
thinking.
still
Way to go, Dalar.
I was thinking about that as those were his. So
Well, so is the cube.
Yeah, so is a thermo cube.
that's true. Dalar,
Yes.
I will have to borrow something else of yours.
What would that be?
Those goggles, the ones on your head,
Oh, these?
the ones that help you to be able to see at night.
I suppose you'll need them, won't you? It'll probably be pretty dark down there.
I am assuming it will be very dark.
Okay. Yeah, you can borrow them while you go scuba diving.
Thank you.
That solves that.
Okay, so now we just gotta wait for the suit to be done, and then
Mm-hmm.
Buy your fat.
words that I never thought that I would ever hear myself say. Let's go down to the meat market and get stuffed by fat.
Sounds like a regular Tuesday night.
Hot.
All right, so we'll fast forward a day.
Sorry, that was all of Dalar's conversations while he was drunk.
Mm-hmm. You find the suit is ready and waiting for you.
Awesome.
Takes your 5 gold pieces and hands it over.
Excellent craftsmanship. Thank you.
A pleasure. It's got it's a finely made leather suit, plenty big for what you're needing. It has a Fire Rat Forge logo branded into the front of it.
Fucking god.
I like it.
Stop back anytime.
Will do.
I wonder if his shop would hold up to fire.
Don't burn
mean-
down any taverns with that suit.
It's a fire at Forge.
What if I burn a bunch of rats in his forge? If he'd be upset.
Yeah. Waifo pauses at the exit of the door as he says that. He turns and looks back. Would that be possible to do?
Technically, yes. I wouldn't recommend it.
Interesting. Is there a button or?
No, you'd have to figure that part out on your own. I take no responsibility for that. Not this time.
Excellent.
Or any time for that matter.
Well, much appreciated, and I appreciate the warning as well.
Of course.
Done that before?
No, never. What are you talking about?
I mean, obviously, there's always a first time.
Exactly. This
Tell me, do you like taverns?
who doesn't?
You ever owned one?
Huh. May have dabbled in other business adventures some years ago.
Just nod.
It found out it wasn't for me. I came up here to start an armor shop.
So why do you call yourself like a, what was it, the Rat Fire Forge or something?
Fire Rat Forge.
So why do you call yourself the Fire Rat Forge?
Obviously, because it's hot.
Why the rats?
Because he is a rat.
God.
Oh, it's just a name came to mind. No real significance to it. You don't look into it too much.
Tell me,
I-
what'd you do before you became a forge owner?
I personally think that the name is quite suiting. Fire for the heat of the forge, and rats, known for their creativity, perseverance, and diligence.
What do I have to roll to determine if this Forge Master is actually like 100 rats forming the shape of the human.
Or where at?
Perception.
Where
I don't have as
They're
good of a
at.
modifier on that one, but it's still a fucking 20.
As far
Tell
as
me
you
what
can
it
tell,
is.
he
What is
looks to be humanoid, not a big sack full of rats.
Damn. Another 5 points on that check, and I would have figured out his secret. Okay. Okay. I'll let it go this time.
This
Got
time
my
I'll be
eye on
back.
you, though.
Yes, I had my hand in. I tried opening up a smithy shop down in Waterdeep. It didn't work so well down there. Too much competition, I say. Things got heated. I got out of town. Came up here, much less competition.
Is that so?
Jesus. Like interrogating this guy.
That is so. Got nothing more to say on it to you.
Fucking the DM asked for this, to be fair.
The DM totally asked for this.
The DM totally asked for this.
This is years in the making.
Tell me. What do you think of slander?
What about it?
Have you ever badmouthed a competitor before?
Oh, I know what this is now.
I mean, I think we all have from time to time. Haven't you?
I suppose I have at some point.
I do
No.
not believe that I ever have.
Well, there you go. I guess there's somebody better than us. Now, Mr. Oliver, why were you so fascinated about making his leather suit an animal suit like a rat or a moose?
Curiosity?
It doesn't come to the mind of a normal forge maker that I've ever seen.
Dalar, perhaps it was sexual curiosity. I have noticed that you humanoids spend an inordinate amount of time attempting to copulate.
Yeah, we do. But that's not the point here.
Why are you so interested in my obsession with rats?
I think you're a rat in a person suit. Or in a dwarf suit.
No. Anything, I'd be a dwarf in a rat suit, but that could never
That's
happen.
silly.
Yeah. Totally don't own a rat suit. What are you talking about?
Now, I got one last question for you.
Yeah?
What do you think about the smell of cooked rats? Just burning rats. What do you think of it?
I mean, it smells like any burning meat, I suppose. Why do you ask?
A rat right there.
Wait, is that a rat? Is that a fucking rat on the counter?
It's a
Say
small,
your pet rat
Looks
over
like
there.
it.
it's a small stuffed rat. What's it to you?
It's a small stuffed rat to me.
Exactly.
I guess we're in agreement there. I'll let you go with this name, Oliver, if that is your real name.
Oliver O'Defferin, at your service.
Fucking god. I want to break character and just fucking walk out. I can't anymore. Just fucking walk out as soon as you say that. No wonder you don't have any company. Wait. I want to put the Schwingo on top of the stuffed rat.
It sits on it and rides it like a person would a horse. That
That's
doesn't move.
incredible.
That's incredible.
I'll give him a thumbs up. And then I'll put my hand out for him to hop back on and put him on the shoulder.
And you say, "Thank you, sir, and good day," and storm out of the forge again.
I said good day, sir. It's me.
It's me.
You see? Definitely winter madness.
Daler, as you're leaving, he leans over the counter and whispers to you, "You best be staying out of business that's not yours."
God damn it. I just have to know. Does everybody know fucking what's going on here? Is Scott aware of it?
Absolutely not.
This is the guy that your.
This is my
dwarf
old
was
fucking
in-
character, Lifodef.
Okay, I was.
What?
This is Lifodef who ran away from Waterdeep after burning down a tavern in a
Right.
rat suit
Right.
that I played,
That's
Scott,
right.
when we did a
Oh
campaign.
my goodness.
This is Lifodef. That's the whole reason for it. I had to break it. There's a whole reason for every question there, and that's why that's why I told him he had it coming. He dressed up in a rat suit and burned down a competing tavern after the competing tavern slandered my name.
Wow.
And then I ran away in a sewer and left Waterdeep. He was
Nice.
also one of the worst statistical characters I've had. Like the only person worse was literally Interble. Lifodef had like 1 or 2 +1s, and that
And
was
Terrible was pretty horrible too.
Lifodef was pretty bad statistically.
Wow.
He was literally like he had more negatives than positives, I think, in his ability, his stat sheet. He had like +2, 2 +1s, and then negatives.
Wow.
But yeah,
Um,
we had a tavern in that campaign that we ran, and Lifodef kind of made it his thing to run it. So yeah. Yeah, but when he burned down the tavern, he basically was in a rat suit, and he let a bunch of rats go in the tavern before he burned it, and the family that owned it down. it was that. Yeah, there's a reason for this whole little diatribe.
Wow.
I told you I'd bring him back one day. That was
That's why I said in the Discord. It's a good thing my voice activity wasn't on. I literally said, "Oh my fucking god!" in the most uncontrollable way I've ever done. As soon as I saw the icon, I'm like, "Oh no!"
that was 2.5 years ago, real world time, and 3
Yeah, it's
campaigns
been a
ago.
hot minute.
Has
Wow.
it really been that long ago?
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
long time since Lifodef was a character.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Oh my god, there he is."
Oh, I gotta go grab some more to drink. I will be right back. But
I'm gonna use the
Wayfo's
bathroom.
plan is to go get stuffed with fat and then head out to the lake.
I'll
Alright.
just follow in suit. I'll be right back.
Surprised you forgot about that, Elena.
Yeah, well, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember Brandon telling me about it when you guys were playing that campaign.
Oh, that session was something else.
How did that go? Did you just like let him just go off on his own little tangent, or was everybody like with him in character, like watching it happen?
I don't remember if I pulled him aside for that and we did it one-on-one, or if we did it in the group chat. His character was alone, so none of the other characters witnessed it. They just woke up one day and his character was
It was
gone.
gone.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they found that their rival tavern had been burned down, and
And he was just out of there.
yep.
That's so funny.
I'd been I'd threatened ever since that day to bring him back, and I finally found the situation to do it.
On the perfect time.
As soon as I saw the icon, I'm like, "No,"
No.
because I remember that's Beast from Divinity 2. I used that as his icon for him. And I brought him technically back briefly in my one shot that I did with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slightly modified version, I should say. It wasn't him directly, but it was a modified version of him.
This is
The-
canonically the same character that you played. I even copied over the character sheet from Roll20 earlier.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
Leveled him up
How-
slightly.
Let's say how
There-
were his stats as bad as I remember.
They're not great, not terrible. Like, he was a very average person.
He was an average person, but not even an average adventurer. He was just an average
Yeah.
person.
Below average for an adventurer, but for a person, very average. He had like 15 strength, 10 dex, 12 constitution. Intelligence was 7, which was your worst stat. Wisdom was a 9, and charisma was 12. So, I mean,
Yeah, for an adventurer, he was low. He felt
All I have to say is that based on the fact that Colin mentioned that he took the time to build the guy's character sheet and upgrade it in levels means we're gonna have to kill this guy at some point. That's what that says to me. Just saying.
Not necessarily.
That shouldn't be too hard.
we can choose to befriend him or we can murder him in his sleep.
He just may be a good contact for if you ever need armor up here, or weapons,
That's
There you
all.
or weird
Yeah, that's it.
fat suits.
That may or may not work for the desired thing that we're trying to do.
About to find
will
out on
say-
that.
I was about to say, I'm wondering how this is gonna go because I feel like Wayfo has actually just been waiting for someone to talk him out of this, or at least Scott has been. But he's gonna send Way wholeheartedly to the bottom of this fucking lake. See what happens.
I will say about Lifodef, even though he was like arguably worse in combat than in Turbo, he was probably one of the more fun characters I had for role playing. He was based on Teddy's Evil Paladin, if you remember that.
Yeah, dude.
That was like the base that I had, and then I took it a different direction. But that's the starting point as an Evil Paladin.
Nice.
He just had no combat prowess.
He was just an evil guy who was really bad at everything he wanted to be evil with.
I hope you like bad dwarves, because I'm bad at everything.
Yeah.
I'm bad morally, ethically, in combat. He was good at running a tavern, but that was about it. It was a pretty average tavern, but he could run it.
Mm-hmm. Can at least keep the doors open.
Yes. Our haunted tavern, technically, because we had a ghost that was there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys head over to the nearby marketplace. You find someone who has a very large supply of fresh whale and seal fats.
Okay. You know, Wayfo has noticed that the people around here like challenges and games. It helps keep their spirits up. Wayfo's going to don the suit and walk up to the guy. Hello.
Okay. Hello.
I
Can I
bet
help?
you don't have enough fat here at your market to fill up this suit. Nor do I think that you're capable of filling it completely.
And why would I do that?
A challenge. I mean, and, you know, he will raise his voice in a horrible pantomime of theater. I would imagine that the person who could do so would be the best suit stuffer in this entire town, perhaps in this entire country.
And what do you plan to do once I stuff you full of fats?
Heartily congratulate you, obviously, and give you a reward.
Reward being?
Well, that's a surprise.
All this ominous music playing in the background, it makes it sound like he's trying to trick him into letting us kill him. Reward's a surprise. Don't worry about it until later.
But I don't know why you question my ability to do this. I've got like 800 pounds back behind the shop.
Yes, but have you ever stuffed a suit?
Suppose not. What? I suppose it's a slow day. Give me something to do.
I would say that we do it out here in front, so that everyone can see.
Yes, that's what you want people watching you do. I'll help you with it. And he
Excellent.
brings out a couple wheelbarrows full of fat.
And of course, Wayfo's going to be telling Dalar and Biltram and Tora, you should gather people around to watch the event. He's going to attempt to stuff this entire suit with fat, with me in it.
All right, hang on, let me
Okay,
roll,
sure. Yeah.
should I do an intelligence or a charisma check? I don't want to do it. Charisma. I want to see
yeah.
how one. Come on! Watch a robot get stuffed.
I'm gonna use my alchemist supplies to create a puff of thick smoke to draw a crowd.
It'll be great. Watch him get stuffed to the brim.
It says a DC 10. I don't even know what to roll for that. I guess intelligence.
You've never seen a warforged stuffed with fat before.
Probably intelligence, since that would be your spellcasting ability.
Wait. Ability check. Well, that certainly beats a 10.
So fat, you'll be sick from it. You might even vomit in the back.
Dalar gets some look from people who looks like they're about to vomit right now.
Hopefully
Just
not
from
his
looking
run, or
at
else
his
it might
face.
vomit inside the suit.
However, Biltram does gather the attention of several people, mostly concerned about whatever fire may have broken out, but a couple of them at least relieved to see no fire, stay to see whatever it is that's going on.
We're about to have a fat suit stuffing contest to see if he can beat the record for the fastest suit stuffer around.
The guy that has all the fats is looking at you. So what exactly is the record?
Standing record is 13 minutes. I know this from my years at the academy. I'll pull out my my little guild members badge and just kind of show it around.
He is quite a learned individual. I would not doubt him.
Alright, so he gets to work. Using trowel to with all
He's a
the
god at stuffing. Holy shit.
have you ever seen those videos of bricklayers laying down the mortar? But
Yeah,
before brick?
yeah. The
He's doing this
pros.
with fat into Wayfo's suit.
almost as if he's been doing the exact same thing for years. He's just
He's been
instantly
waiting for
pro.
this his whole life. One day they're gonna ask me to stuff suits. One day. It's today. I'm here. I'm ready.
So it's 8 minutes after he starts, and he's packing up the edges around his suit, and there we are. Another perfectly packed skin.
I'm
I want to look over to Biltram and whisper, "Do you think he does taxidermy?"
I'm hoping so, because if not, I'm very concerned.
Me too.
And, Wayfo calls out, time? Do we have the official time?
Yes, it was exactly 13 minutes and 50 seconds.
What are you talking about? It's barely been 8. Maybe 10.
Oh, were you using a sand or crushed glass hourglass?
Neither?
And then I'll pull out from my supplies a little crushed glass hourglass. Oh, I was using a crushed glass. They say they move just a little bit slower, but they are the official measurement time for competitions, as I understand. We can have another go if you would like.
I need some kind of check on this. Probably a deception check.
Sure. It's probably gonna be real bad. Let's see. Oh no! Oh no!
Suppose I am getting older. Maybe my perception of time's not what it used to be.
I
Yes,
think that
maybe so, but truly-
the crowd should decide.
Yes, the crowd.
Did any of you keep track?
They all look at each other. No? Didn't know we would be expected to.
Well, I feel that since we did not actually have at least 2 accurate timepieces to count this for any variables, that we should consider this to be a tie of the record.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the fastest fat packer in all of the 10 towns.
Indeed.
And I'll start clapping.
Start
Let's see if we
clapping
can-
with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say we would all start clapping instinctively.
Yeah! Go, meat packer.
Thank you. Thank
And-
you.
He's packing a lot
And-
of meat over there.
Jesus Christ.
And Weifo will hold out his hand and say, "And your reward for being able to tie with the fastest packer ever." And he drops a moonstone in the gentleman's hand. Which should hopefully get a little few oohs and ahs as well, since it's probably worth several gold.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes a look at it. Like, all right, fair enough. Appreciate it.
When's the next show?
No. I think this was a one-time thing. I got work to get back to.
Damn it.
And ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you need your fat packed, this is your man.
This is your man.
Whose man's is this? This is about to be your man's for fat.
Oh my gosh.
It had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So, Weifo, with the assistance of everybody else, will go sloshing his way on over to the lake.
Okay.
I will offer my assistance for what it's worth, I guess.
And
Yeah, level 2.
Weifo will grab the cube and the goggles from Dalar. Wiggle the cube on down in there. All the lovely fat squelching sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Must say, this is truly one of the more disgusting ideas I've seen anyone come up with recently.
Why do you feel it's disgusting?
Oh, just the wretched stench of whale innards reeking from you right now, and the noises. It's a little, just a little unnerving, that's all.
It smells?
Well, perhaps not to you. That's quite alright. That's why you're the perfect man for the job.
And Weifo will adjust the goggles and break open a hole in the ice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use warming hands or hot hands, whatever they call it, to help him with that so he's not wearing himself out before he goes jumping in the water.
All right. It takes you guys about 20 minutes or so of work to get open a large enough opening for Wayfo to slip through.
And I will do so up to chest deep, making sure that everything is working as intended. I will see you all hopefully in a little bit.
Stay safe.
Yep.
And your suit does seem to be working as intended. You get just the slightest bit of water seeping in through some of the openings in it, around the neck and such. But it seems well enough sealed that you're not going to get any currents through there. The amount that gets in will warm up shortly, and you should be fine.
Wayfo will hop up onto the edge of the ice. Almost forgot. And ties off rope to his waist. And
I was just about to ask if that
hands
might
the
be
other
best
end to
idea.
somebody who might have more rope. Because we're going like 100 feet straight down, so we're probably going to need like 3 lengths.
Let me check.
I think I have some.
I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
That'll be enough.
I'll pull out my 50 feet.
That with Tora's, that'll give us
Yeah.
150. That'll be plenty.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of extra leeway to explore and get you out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you want to signal us when you want us to pull you back up?
I suppose I'll give a tug on the rope.
Give you a thumbs up.
And Wayfo will give a friendly wave and say, "Wish me luck," and jump in.
Good luck.
Best of luck.
Alright. So you hop in and rather quickly begin sinking down to the cold, dark depths below. You definitely feel the cold on your extremities, though your core is staying rather warm.
Yep. Goggles on. Wayfo is just passively sinking, looking around, checking out everything, because he's never been inside a lake before.
So you slowly sink your way down to the bottom. This specific spot ends up being about 70 or 80 feet down. Takes you several minutes to reach there and settle down to the bottom. Once you're there, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, that totally was going to be a 17.
So close.
Somebody bumped the table.
Yeah.
So you look around. Don't see any boat wreckage at the moment. Lots of rocks. Couple of fish swim by.
Wayfo's just going to start walking a spiral pattern around.
Okay. Give me another perception check with advantage for your spiral pattern.
Blam.
Nice.
With a side of blam.
So after about 15-20 minutes of walking, it's slow progress here on the lake floor with the fat suit on, you begin to see what seems like the outline of a wrecked boat.
Okay, we'll head straight on over then.
Alright. You get there, it seems to be the remains of a small fishing boat. The kind that might be operated by 2 or 3 people.
Okay. Start checking the boat itself, if it had any kind of a hold, checking in there, and if I don't find anything, check in the immediate vicinity around it.
All right. Let's see. Give me an investigation check on that.
A very average number.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. It's sufficient. It seems to have landed almost under the boat, but you find a small chest wedged underneath the boat.
Okay. I'll attempt to remove it safely.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Wow, that was a very acrobatic dice roll for athletics.
Well, you pop that chest right out of there, and you have it in your hands.
Okay. In that case, I will give a tug. Well, I'll take one more look around just in case.
Uh-oh. It's always the last look where it goes
Yeah.
wrong.
Give me a perception check. With your last look, you do notice there's some bones and stuff tucked away in one corner of the boat.
Well, that's not very appropriate. Although, if they died here, then it is appropriate. Does it look like they died on the boat, or like they were bound and placed in the boat?
It's too hard to say. They don't seem to be. They seem to have been jumbled about a bit. You know, they're not in a human body shape anymore.
Well, with all the reverence that I can, I will put them into my backpack so that they can be taken up and properly buried.
As you do so, give me a dexterity save with disadvantage. As you try to grab the bones and move them, let's see, what is it? There seems to be a rather large crab that was hiding just out of sight from where you're at, that has leaped forward and attacked you. That's
Aha!
Wait a second. From our character's perspective, did he tug before he took one last look around? Or did he retract that idea?
I think he retracted it.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, so is this giant crab attack and hit or not?
Let's see. I am getting that right now. No, it misses.
Okay. Thinking quickly, Weifo is going to reach into his pack that he has right there in front of him and grab one of his full day's worth of rations, rip it open, and throw it into the water so that the crab goes after the bits and pieces of tasty, fatty, delicious treats floating there.
All right.
And if that sufficiently distracts it, he's going to gather up the bones. And if not, he'll literally just dump his rations to keep it busy.
Let's see if it falls for it. It does seem to fall for it. You've got just enough time to grab up the bones and get out of there.
All right. How many rations did I lose out of that?
It probably took you 3 of them to get enough to distract it.
Okay. All right. So then, after I gather up the bones, I will give a quick tug firmly on the rope.
For those of you surface side, you feel a tug on the rope.
Okay, quickly, start pulling.
Start
So
pulling.
pulling.
Give me strength
Let's get him up.
checks, everyone. Surface side.
Oh god.
Do I get
Oh,
any
no.
advantage for powerful build?
I don't think so.
Counts one side's all different in terms of your carrying weight and the weight you can push, drag, or lift.
Oh, I guess so, yeah. Give me advantage
am-
then, Dalar.
I am powerful.
Just a regular
Tiny
strength.
but powerful.
Yeah, just a regular strength check.
I mean, I only have a 10 strength, but I'm powerful 10 strength.
Damn, bro, I'm putting up more than you did. Holy shit.
Tell that to my face, you little shit.
It's because of my small frame, I can get a better winch point on the rope, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, what I
Doesn't feel
imagined
walking
is
with the snow up to your waist.
Yeah.
Tor is just slipping on the ice. What I imagine happened here is Biltram, what gives you advantage is you thought ahead, you dug little holes into the ice to get, holes for your
Yeah,
feet
there we
in.
go.
In
Yep,
Dalar,
that makes-
you're slipping a little bit, but you're still pulling pretty well, and
Laura's just not used to the ice yet.
nope.
I guess not.
And Wei, you come zipping on up and back up to the surface in no time.
Okay. And I'm going to throw the chest up top and climb up and say, "Good news."
Well, it seems like it's quite good news. You found a chest.
Indeed.
Fine.
I also found the remains of someone that was down there. Now they can be buried properly in a cemetery.
Well, that's you know who it is?
Hooray!
No. But they were inside the boat. Oh,
Hmm.
and I do have one other piece of wonderful news.
Yes.
Which is?
And Weifo will reach into his backpack and pull out a skin of ale and hand it to Dalar. This has been in that ice-cold water this whole time. It should be quite chilled.
I still want to drink it.
Well, he's not wrong. It is quite chilled.
Is it delicious at all?
It's not bad.
That's not.
You're right, that was quite cold. But very refreshing in the cold.
I thought that you would enjoy it.
I did, thank you.
So, any troubles, or was it quite the simple task?
But there was a giant crab down there that wished to play, but I found out he was hungrier than he was wishing to play. So I fed him.
Very good. Quick thinking. Nicely done. So, what would you all say you think the odds are that this chest is cursed some way?
Oh, I would hope so. I've never been cursed before.
Ah. Yes, I suppose indeed it would be an experience.
And of course, Weifo is stripping out of the the wetsuit with, you know, like whale and seal fat just dripping off of his body
Mhm.
parts.
So did the suit work well? Were you cold?
No, not at all.
Excellent. Well,
It was quite comfortable. Did you wish to try it? And
no,
he,
no, no.
he holds it up, still dripping more
I'm,
fat.
I'm quite all right. It wouldn't fit well. That's all. It wouldn't fit very well. That's quite all right.
We could have it adjusted.
I'm sure the armor will
Oh, no,
see
no,
this
no.
again.
Too much trouble for all that. Let's get this chest open and perhaps see if the struggle was worth it, huh?
We should probably get off of the ice and also find the local clergy.
Sounds good to
Indeed,
me.
indeed. I suppose maybe I wouldn't even know if there is clergy in this town. I haven't looked for a church, but I suppose we should start dragging since we left our sled in the last town. Yes.
Start dragging what?
The chest back towards the.
It's small.
Towards the
I
docks.
can carry it. It's fine.
Oh, all right. Very well.
Alright, so for the slow, long trip back to land, you find yourselves back in East Haven once again, chest and bones in hand.
And mostly fat-free.
Mostly.
Still got some in the joints, but you know, it lubes them up. And so everything like moves better.
Nice.
Who knew that whale and seal fat could be such a great lubricant for a warforged? That's amazing.
I'll ask for my goggles and my cube on the way back too, since I don't have to hand them back yet.
Oh yeah. Waypo happily returns them.
Thank you.
And so yeah, did we want to go to the inn? Where did we want to open the chest first? I suppose that would probably be the first thing. Although Wayfo is like, we should really get this over to like the clergy somewhere.
I suppose it might be the most couth if we stage the burial before we crack into the bounty. Yes.
I suppose that is the most logical thing.
Seems that
And-
might be the best way to avoid a curse.
Wayfo will take all the bones out and wrap them in like an oilcloth or something,
Alright.
and stuff the chest back into the backpack so that that's not, you know, just exposed that he's carrying this coffer,
Mm-hmm.
and take the bones reverently over to whatever serves as the local clergy here.
Let's see what they've got. So as you look around town, ask around town, it seems that East Haven doesn't have a proper chapel. The closest that they have is they have one or two people around town who do work with that sort of thing, almost in the role of like a chaplain of sorts.
Yeah, like a cleric or even a druid might be appropriate.
Yeah, so You're able to track one of them down. He just operates out of his home. Over on
Okay.
different area of town.
Okay. So Wayfo is going to go over to this person, introduce himself, and then explain the story of the White Lady and what occurred to us.
I will
Yeah.
accompany you with this because I actually went to the town hall and figured out who the White Lady is and who her husband is, who this is supposedly the remains of.
Okay. And so basically explaining quite simply that for curiosity's sake, Wayfo wanted to see the bottom of the lake and see what it was that the White Lady was referencing. And upon doing so, found these remains.
Oh, most fascinating.
And of course, Biltram can share his knowledge on all this.
Yes, I will just mention that her name was Zenira. Her husband's name is one that Colin and I did not discuss, but I've managed to find some information about them in the town dockers. Yeah. And I'll just give them the family name to which the bones should be buried under, I suppose, or, because we're not sure whose bones they are exactly, but we believe it's the husband's. And I'll give them the family name to have put on whatever header there is at the grave.
All right. Well, this is most fascinating indeed. I'm only vaguely familiar with the stories of this couple, and I do know the husband's remains were never found. Or the wife's for that matter, but I don't have any way to confirm for sure. That does seem like this should be the husband's remains. I appreciate
They were the only ones that were on the boat. And I saw none other in the area.
Oh, of course, of course.
Nevertheless, we assumed it would be, we'd be remiss if we didn't see to someone performing last rites, even though it's quite an age post-tense from the individual's death, but it would seem to be the right thing to do. So is there a way you can take care of this for us?
Oh, most certainly. Leave it to me. I'll take care of it, and it'll be the last of it.
We thank you for your time.
Indeed.
And Wayfo will give him a gold piece for any preparations or expenses that may be required for proper burial.
Oh, yeah, a gold piece will do just nicely for that. And the pay worker to dig a grave and some other incenses and stuff that we'll use as part of the ceremony. Appreciate it greatly.
Of course. And with that and some well wishes, I guess we head to the inn to open the chest and then head to the tavern afterwards.
I'd say this seems like the best plan, yes?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. An ending we will go, an ending we will go.
Alright, you guys arrive back at the inn.
I'm just waiting for the White Lady to be like, "You bastard!"
yeah.
I knew I should have drowned you all when I had the chance.
Tried.
And you failed, but I stabbed the guy you were trying to drown, so it's fine. Just call it even.
Right? There was blood in the water.
Right. All right. Crack this bitch open.
All right.
Indeed. Does anybody happen to know how to unlock a chest?
Magic missile?
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe that this would be the wise choice.
But
Turns
it
out
would
it's
work.
full of gunpowder.
It'll be very open by the end of it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I am not the most keen nimble with my fingers. So if it comes to picking the lock, I'd be the last one to try, honestly.
I mean, I suppose if we had some of the tools, I could attempt it myself, but I know nothing of it. How sturdy does does the lock on this look?
Not terribly. I mean, it sat in underwater for who knows how long. There's lots of rust on it.
Grab, Warforged grip, twist.
And with a nice chunk, it opens up.
Ah, I appear to have picked the lock. Opens his hand, watches it crumble. Let's open the chest and see what is inside.
Alright, let's see if this works this time. Should be a ghost icon on screen. If you double click it, it should bring up a list of what is inside.
Under features, yeah. Ring, amulet, bloodstone, Chaldani, Paraphase, moonstone.
I would like to
Wow.
inspect the amulet.
Did you guys just want me to continue collecting the gems?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you're a good gem guy.
Alright, you take a look at the amulet. It seems very finely made and has withstand the the time underwater rather well. It's got a couple of small jewels in it.
I realize that I don't have detect magic. It's not something I can do. Can I use an Arcana check to see if it appears to be containing any markings or anything that would be pertaining to anything special, magical, anything like that?
Oh, you can give it a shot. Yeah, just give me an Arcana check.
I was gonna say, I mean, we know a guy.
That we do.
There do seem to be some runes inscribed on it, though they're rather small and hard to make out.
One ring to rule them all.
Perhaps maybe we could take this to our somewhat magically inclined fellow down the way and see if he can make anything of these. But otherwise, I'm not sure. It seems like these are quite simply just treasure items.
I think that sounds like an excellent idea. We should definitely do that.
All right, so I can take the ring and the amulet, I guess, and all the rest of it can go to Fayfo.
Yep, I already grabbed them.
Yep.
Remind me again how you moved your inventory.
Drag and drop.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
See,
yep.
that's too easy, here, man.
I know, right? It's a bit of a challenge.
Nice.
I don't know if it's showing up on the right, but there's also a rather large sum of coins in the chest.
No, that's not showing up.
That's something I should have checked more beforehand. That's okay. I can either drop it in somebody's inventory, or I've got a button here I can just split it 4 ways automatically.
I would say the coin should stay with Cora. She seems like the proper one to leave the gold with.
Well, let me
Okay.
check the weight of this right quick.
Being that she's apparently the only one that doesn't get into drunken fits and still has room in her inventory to carry things for weight.
Oh, yeah, it's rather a substantial weight in coins, over 100 pounds.
Jesus Christ. How much fucking money did we just
We
get?
should probably split it up 4 ways then.
Probably if it's that much.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna click the button to split it. If you then want to trade
Yeah.
between each other,
I think that sounds
Oh my
reasonable.
god.
And we can also simply go to like an exchange or
Hold
what
on,
have
I gotta
you.
calculate out how
Mhm.
much money I just got there. I had 16 gold before.
Oh, Jesus.
I now have 27. All right, how much gold do I have now?
You have more.
290.
Yeah.
441.
Wait, there was platinum in there too?
Yo.
Yeah.
It's 10 silver to the
Damn.
gold, right?
yeah.
And 10 gold to the
Dude.
platinum.
Oh, heavens me, what seems to be this bag in the bottom of the chest? I can't
No.
even lift it. It's several hundred pounds of money.
It's so much money. How could this have happened?
How are we able to lift Wayfo from the bottom of the lake carrying this chest?
I mean, he's only carrying an extra 100 pounds. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but we added the
Buoyancy
100
would
pounds
have
to your-
played into effect a little bit there too.
Yeah, okay. I see.
I am seeing now though, Biltram, you are somewhat encumbered by the weight of your
Just
share
a
of
little
coins.
bit. just a little bit.
Do you need to offload your cash a little bit to me? I still got.
Approximately 20 pounds of precious metals is what I need to get rid of.
I can hold that. I still got
Well,
money.
good
well, the
God.
other thing that you can do is you can just do the currency conversion thing.
That's true.
Alright, cool.
We have a lot
Yeah,
of
can I-
silver.
So
Can I
like,
have one of these people, these fine young gentlemen, carry me to the bank so I can have them exchange my copper and silver?
You know what?
for gold?
I
Yeah,
will
so
flex my muscles and I will pick up Zilita Man and take him to the bank.
the
well,
bank in
my,
town.
My,
I was gonna say
my
that,
thought here was like he could give over 2,000 silver to like my character, and in exchange I could give him 200 gold
Okay, well, we can, I mean,
or just
What-
20 platinum.
what's up, Colin? What do you think? We gonna drag our sorry asses over to the bank real quick and get this done that way, or what?
Oh yeah,
Bank have enough
yeah.
coins to
We'll
convert as much
totally
as
be
we
able to do
have.
that.
Can we
it would
buy the bank?
it would take you a trip to the bank and trading around with several of the market vendors just to get enough gold and platinum to do
Yeah,
it.
let's say we can buy the bank now, can't we?
Yes, sir. You say that I wish to visit the bank. You are incorrect. I am
Wait.
the bank.
Guys,
the bank.
I figured it out. We have enough money. We can leave Icewind Dale and go somewhere nicer and retire. We don't need
These
to
guys.
adventure anymore. We can retire. We're rich
I'm
enough.
gonna go back and donate a wing to the fucking Mages Guild, right?
Right?
All right, so
Because
should
for
I
how
just,
many years spending a gold a day?
right? Should I just hit the convert all currency button then?
Yeah, go ahead and hit that, and it should do some magic. Lighten your load a lot.
Okay.
Whee!
Holy Jesus Christ!
What did it jump down
it's,
to?
It's dropped it down to fucking 38 pounds out of 135 as compared to what it was earlier. at
It just dropped like
158.
like 150 pounds or something.
Oh, yeah, I literally just
Yeah.
dropped 120 pounds in coins.
Dude, I wish it was that
That's
easy to shed
awesome.
weight in real life. If you throw money, you're bound to get results.
yeah.
Well, if you throw money around, you may be arrested for assault. I mean,
Yeah, true.
I mean, yeah, with this many
This one could
coins,
kill
it's
somebody.
basically a shotgun blast if you throw it hard enough.
So I'm assuming that nobody here has enough coin left over to transfer everybody else's coins, do they?
do what now with who?
Huh?
To
No,
help the rest of you guys convert.
it takes talking to most of the town to do it, but
Oh, good lord. Okay. All right, never mind. I'm just walking up to people's doors like, excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have a platinum I could pay you for? I'm weighted down in precious metals. I need some assistance.
Also, you can feel free to rob me at any time. I'm very rich.
Yeah.
I hope you're not an ex-convict.
Right.
Or a
Okay.
hooligan.
So I'm assuming it's like nighttime now then, after all that?
So if we're all doing it, then are we
Yeah,
all
it
actually
is.
the time to do it?
yeah, it's very much night after you go through that whole effort.
Alright, I will
Sweet.
convert mine too. Oh my god. That's a lot of platinum.
Yup. So now that that's been done, and we've, been all around the town, if we want, we could go over to the tavern to celebrate.
And throw some fat coin on him?
Well, quite literally, because it was purchased with that.
Touche.
Yeah, sure.
After winning the lottery, Dalar has turned into a giant douchebag now. I'm just saying, a lot of people change when they win the lottery.
Yeah, that's true. Typically not for the better, as I understand.
Very rarely.
Yes, to the tavern. Let's have a beverage to celebrate. I might even get an ale myself. And spare the tea for another
Ooh.
Oh my
time.
god. I didn't know you drank.
Well, I don't, but I see this as quite the special occasion. Job well done, I would say.
You're
Yes.
very correct. Wavefield really outdid himself down there with that suit.
Yes.
None of it would have been possible without you having angered the spirit.
Makes a strong argument there.
I don't even remember how I angered it, honestly. It's a cold night.
Something about wanting to see what was down there.
But how would that anger it? I'm just curious.
I think it was just the way that you said it.
What, you're saying if I told it to fucking show me, you piece of shit, would anger it?
Yes, I believe that may have been what caused it.
You might be onto something there, Wayfo.
I'd be
Maybe you're right.
I
Maybe
believe
insulting the dead isn't a good idea.
I believe when you start, your conversation with the female undead spirit with, listen here, you little bitch, that could be part of the problem.
Perhaps. What do you think, Schwingy? Or Schwinga, or Swingy the Schwinga?
It just kind of shrugs at you and nods its head.
Damn.
should give the Schwinger a piece of platinum and see how it reacts to it.
I'll pull a plat out and hand it to him. What do you think about this? Just don't eat it.
It seems to be looking at itself as if it's a mirror.
Perhaps what you should do is get it an outfit.
I'll look at him. elementals wear clothes? I feel like an ice elemental wearing clothes in winter would be redundant.
Doesn't need them. Technically, it could wear them. You'd have to get something custom made, though. As small as it is.
Fuck, how am I gonna afford that? It's probably gonna be expensive. I had an idea. I'm gonna fuck with the DM.
So,
Please do.
So it begins.
I'm gonna buy a blacksmith.
Do it.
Like I said, we're going to have to kill this man.
I'm gonna run a blacksmith. I know where we're going tomorrow, boys.
This is what he's saying like while we're at the bar. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Gads, I've got an idea.
I've always wanted to own a blacksmith.
Especially one by a scum who should be in the bottom of the lake with cement overshoes.
Barkeep, I say I would like an ale. Let's start.
Make it
this.
2. You know what? Make it 3. I need 2 ales myself.
Coming right up, fellas.
Thank you.
And bring out plenty of ale for all of you.
And Waytho is going to look over at Tora. Do you think that you will be able to keep them on their best behavior for right now?
No, but I'll try.
I appreciate your honesty. And Waytho is going to go over to Biltram. May I see the ring and the amulet, please?
Yes. Are you looking to go eat with the magic man now?
Yes, I thought that that could be something that I could do while you all enjoy yourself.
Why
I
don't you have
suppose
some spirits yourself?
I
we
will
could- we
order
could- we
some after.
We could accompany you in the morning if you would rather.
I would rather find out now. Curiosity and all that. You understand.
Suit yourself.
Yes, I suppose this is a wise decision, being that we don't know what's inscribed on the items, but very well. Just try not to get into too much trouble, and if anything strange is afoot, come and get us immediately, okay?
I will endeavor to do my best.
I'm sending both the ring and the amulet to you.
I have confirmed it. I have them. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun.
Okay, so while they are partying hard,
Hold on,
Wait.
before you go there.
yes,
Oh god. All right, I'm only gonna drink half my ale.
I'll
Can't
finish
finish
the
it
other
all.
half.
There you go.
No ale gets left behind. Wait, I need to ask Schwingy. Do you drink alcohol?
All right. Sorry, Scott. You may continue.
Oh, no worries. No, you guys have at it. Basically, Wayfo is just going to go over and annoy the crap out of the poor guy again by being his gleeful, happy self to announce that he will be arriving shortly.
That again, I forgot. He's got to go ahead. That's right, Jacob. You missed it. Last time. Were you here for?
I'm pretty sure I was there for that one where he was like, I would have appreciated a heads up, and we were like, well, I guess we could have sent the town mailman to say that we're coming. Right?
Wayfo went, said he was coming later, and then stood outside, and then came back like 10 minutes later or something.
Yeah.
He gave himself a warning and then waited to come in later.
Yep.
I think it was after you left last week.
Yeah,
he did that.
that must have been after. Yeah. That's awesome.
That was great. I think it's gonna do that again.
Yep.
So you head over to his home.
Be right back. I'm getting there.
I see a faint glow coming through the windows.
And again, Wayfo will just go up. Not a nefarious bone in his body. And we'll give a polite knock and then step back.
After a few moments and some clamoring around that you hear from inside, you see the eye slit open up once again. Oh, what in Merkel's name are you doing here again?
I wish to acquire your services.
Yeah, I'm sure you would, buddy.
I have a couple of items that I would like to have identified.
Could you maybe come back another day? Now's really not a good time.
I suppose I could.
And like I
When-
said, find me in the marketplace beforehand. I'm there every day, at least briefly. Usually in the mornings.
Very well. Is there anything that I can assist you with?
Nope, nothing at all. I just need some time to work on my projects alone.
Does he seem to be speaking the truth? Or is he trying to blow me off for some reason?
He definitely seems like he has something that he's in the middle of that he's working on. And wanting to work on it alone, he definitely doesn't seem to be lying about that.
Oh, very well. Until tomorrow.
And until tomorrow, of course.
And he'll go trudging on back.
Hear the eye shutter slammed closed as you're walking away. And before long, you find yourself back in town with the others.
Keeping an eye on them, making sure they don't get overly intoxicated.
It's a tall order.
I can only carry one of them back.
So unless there's anything else you want to do this evening, we'll fast forward to the next morning after a night's rest.
That sounds fine with me.
Works for me.
And
All right.
First thing in the morning, Wayfo will head over to the market.
All
We'll
right.
join you.
So you guys hang around there. It's about half an hour before Tilden comes walking through, but he does show up as he says he would.
Good morning. Like he's just going to walk right on up to him.
Yes, good morning. So glad to see you. Lovely day. Weather and
And-
all that.
And Wayfo will give as best of a beaming smile as a Warforged can. Thank you. It is a pleasure to see you once more.
It's a pleasure to see you too. As always.
Oh, would you be available to assist me?
What is it you need
I
assistance
have two
with?
items that I need to have identified.
Suppose I can help with that for a small fee. Have to be later today though, back at my place. I don't have my pearl on me.
Understandable.
Stop by midday, 12 o'clock on the dot.
I can do that.
Alright, I'll see you then. I typically charge 1 gold piece per item identified.
That is reasonable. Thank you.
He nods and goes about his business, quickly buying up a couple of fish and some bread before quickly scurrying his way back to his house.
Okay. While he's going about buying things, I'm going to turn to the others. He says that he wishes us to meet there at noon promptly. I have nothing else to do today, do you?
Nope, I got nothing.
Nothing
I
that I,
will
can truly think of.
Nothing.
I will wait outside his house then. You're welcome to join me.
It seems quite all right to me. You can't complain too much. I mean, he told us to meet him there anyway, so.
Right.
And yeah, Wayfo is going to go over there. And he's going to break open another of his rations. And set them about for any woodland creatures that might be around while he sits there and meditates.
Okay.
A respectable distance away, from the guy's house, like, 30, 40 feet.
Of course.
Whatever Wayfo kind of gleans would be respectful. Yeah, right next to the front door. Yeah.
So it turns out you guys actually beat him back to his own house. He, as he's coming back in, he passes you, gives a nod and a scowl, and goes inside. You hear several locking mechanisms lock behind him as he goes inside. He shutters up the windows and everything as well, just to make sure that you
This
can't
poor
see
bastard.
inside.
He seems kind of paranoid.
I
You come
believe he
scare
just
him on the way in
wishes.
town?
No, I believe he just really wishes to have his privacy. That is why I am staying a respectful distance away until our appointed hour.
What's the official measurement for being a respectable distance away?
I believe
would
at
say
least 10
just-
feet.
Just outside of earshot, I would say, is probably the best estimation.
Oh. Well, we are definitely within earshot. And Wayfo will gather up the rations and head a good 50, 60 feet away.
I'll shout out, "Is that more respectable over there?"
You hear no response, but as you have your eyes in that general direction, a window opens up just enough that you see a single hand stick out, with a single finger raised. You hold it for a few seconds before closing the window once again.
I mean, honestly, I would rather do anything else if we had other tasks in town that needed our attention, but I can't think of anything. I feel bad, but, by gods, it would just be so much easier if he could just do what we wanted to do and then send us on our way.
I do not
It takes
mind.
forever.
I enjoy the weather. I enjoy the experience. And there perhaps might be a small woodland creature that might stop by. That would be nice.
Yes, you are right. There could be a small woodland visitor. You are correct.
Always possible.
So, you guys sit around in the vicinity of his house. It's about 2 hours before he finally opens the door. Alright, come on in now. Let's get this over with.
We go in. Wayfo gives a bow to him. Thank you very much for seeing us at this time.
Of course. You look around the house, you can see it's all been deeply cleaned relatively recently. No dust anywhere.
You keep a very tidy home.
I'll have to when visitors come over anytime, day or night, unannounced, he says, glaring at Wayfo.
Oh. You cleaned for me? I am honored.
That's one way you could look at it. Anyway, you said you had some items that needed identified.
Yes, please. And Waypo will pull out the amulet and ring.
Oh, very nice pieces of equipment. He takes a look at them and begins to identify them. There we are. There's the amulet, he handing it back a couple minutes later. Followed a few minutes later by the ring.
Oh. Oh my. Alright, how do you pass it over to somebody else?
On the line with the item over towards the right next to
Yeah.
the little trash can, there's a little scale icon.
Ah, got
Click
it.
on that, click on a player, and
I believe this is for you.
I know exactly which
this?
item and to exactly who you're sending it.
Oh my god.
Right?
Thank you.
And Biltram, you've been constantly complaining about the cold. Hopefully this will help.
Well, I suppose it might. Yes, indeed. Given the name. You see, I already had this item equipped last night. I should have noticed something, but blasted, I'm just an idiot. Oh wait, it requires attunement.
Yeah.
That explains it. There we go.
Yeah, you weren't attuned to it.
I wasn't attuned to it.
Just imagine if it didn't require that. You were sitting in your bed sweating all night. Like, why am I so
What's going
warm?
on? Yeah, exactly.
Hot flashes.
Yeah.
So, Waypo will pay him the 2 gold, thanking him profusely for his time.
Of course. Glad to be of service. Anything else I can help with?
Unfortunately, not at this time, but hopefully later we will have something else for you.
Of course, of course. You know where to find me in the marketplace and only in the marketplace.
Yes, in the marketplace, in the mornings.
Yes. Just like you did
I
today.
remember.
That was perfect, except for coming out here 2 hours early. Should have stayed in the marketplace and come out here at noon. We're getting closer, but we're not quite there yet.
I was concerned that I might have become delayed if I had attempted to do so, not being able to measure accurately how long it would take to get back to your place.
I would rather you be 5 minutes late than 2 hours early.
Noted. Again, thank you so much.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some bones cleaning to get back to. Something. I'm very busy,
You need to
man.
clean some bones. I understand.
Interesting choice of words. Indeed. You shall be off.
As you all exit the building, you hear all of the latches of his locks closing behind you once again.
Perhaps he works with the clergy here in town and cleans the deceased before they are buried. Ooh, perhaps he actually has the bones that we brought in last night.
Perhaps.
Perhaps he does. Maybe. I'm not sure yet whether or not it's worth our time to be suspicious, but I don't know. What do you say, Dalar? Do you think maybe we should ask about him? Ask the people in the market square about him and see what he even does in the market square?
Imagine he buys food.
Oh, maybe, but perhaps some more people know about his services in town, and we can more appropriately identify uh, why he is so reserved.
Tora,
Yeah.
did you notice anything out of the ordinary with him?
Uh, I don't think so. Why?
These other two have been obsessed with him since we have gotten into town. And honestly, I thought it was perhaps my naivete for not really understanding the world, but I believe that they are becoming slightly paranoid and suspicious of everyone.
Hmm. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Well, paranoid or otherwise, we did happen to, well, track and murder someone who was a part of a traveling merchant group who was also making sacrifices to a deity. Um, so I'm just saying it's possible, right?
Oh, it's possible.
But he seems rather helpful. He just wishes to help it on his own time.
Helpful indeed, but it is some of his slip-ups, and the fact that he, claims to be a purveyor of abjuration, and yet his spell book was dusty and moldy, and he cleaned the entire place before we arrived. It's just somewhat strange to me.
The monks would clean sometimes 2 or 3 times every day.
Just odd timing is all.
Do you usually keep your room dirty and dusty?
Oh, but I also don't hurriedly, clean the whole place just before having visitors. At least not personally.
Ah, I see. So it was the timing that you felt was odd.
Yes, it just seemed. Oh, it seemed somewhat abnormal. But I suppose if there's no trouble about town or things going amiss, I suppose there's perhaps no reason to investigate the fellow. That's just an idea. See if we could identify a little bit more particularly where he spends his time. He seems to be rather a busy man, but all anyone that I've met in town has to say about him is that he's, the magic man. So I'm not sure why exactly this piques my interest, but it just happened to catch my thoughts. Either way, we don't have a need to concern ourselves with it fully unless there's a reason, I suppose.
I'm
I
pretty
mean,
indifferent about it.
I suppose we could always ask at the wet trout.
Is an idea.
I mean, I believe that the two of you have purchased enough drinks for the barkeep to be rather friendly to us by now.
Oh, I'm sure. Speaking of, while we're traveling through town today, we might keep our eyes peeled for that Ronaldo who conducted the seance. Well, while he wasn't quite that useful, I suppose we could spare him some coin for the service if he hasn't already left town.
I will endeavor to do my best to keep an eye out.
Alright, so where are you heading? Back to the inn or tavern? Was it somewhere else you have in mind?
I would assume if the curiosity is going to eventually kill the cat, we might as well make sure that the satisfaction brings them back and go over to the wet trout and ask about the magic man.
Speaking of which, do we even know this guy's name? I don't think I wrote it down anywhere. If we do.
Magic man.
Oh, wait. We do have his name. His name's Tilden Youngheart.
Yep, there
Oh,
you
yes.
go.
There you go.
I knew I wrote shit down for a reason. That's cool.
Right. And I'm gonna be AFK for a second, but please carry on without me.
Shall
I'll
do.
be listening. I'll be listening, but can't talk.
Alright, so yeah, we'll head on over there and chat him up for a little bit. And I too am also on the look for Ronaldo around town, so if you need me to throw a perception or whatever, I can do that too.
No, so you guys ask around about Tilden at the inn. Most people either don't know him or know very little about him. They say he tends to keep to himself unless he's needed. Came to town some time ago. Yeah, they just really don't know a whole lot
Does
about him.
anybody seem to know, like when they say he keeps to himself until he's needed, are there any examples given as to what he's needed for?
He's whenever someone in town needs something basic magical done, like in your guys' case, identify. I mean, it's not the first time he's done that sort of thing, but it's like he's the village wizard, pretty much.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know, mostly low-level spell sort of stuff. You know, cantrips and identification.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Well, it seems that we're not going to find anything revealing about the fellow, which I suppose is not of much consequence. While I can't say that I'm truly agreeable with the fellow, I suppose that being a bit of a hermit isn't against the law, is it?
If it is, then I might be considered an outlaw.
Indeed. Well, I suppose we leave the lad alone unless we need his help then.
Sounds good.
So you guys enjoy drinks and stuff for the evening before settling in back at the inn. While you're there, you do ask about Ronaldo, just to hear that he apparently skipped town the day after the seance, mentioning to the innkeeper that he was too spooked over the whole, nearly getting one of the participants killed. Said he was
Probably
heading
logical.
west somewhere.
You must follow him to do another one.
Well, I suppose that for the time being, we should be looking to conclude some of our prior arrangements. Should we be bringing this Schwinger back to the original task giver then tomorrow?
Yes, that'd be a good idea.
Suppose we should turn in early then and prep for a trek.
It makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Head back to what is it, Bryn Shander? Or is it the other city?
Targos actually is where you got that one.
Targos. Yeah, I was trying to look for where it was on my notes. I was like, where was it? Bryn Shander? That was the big city we spent forever in. Targos.
Mm-hmm.
Their starting town. That's our pallet town.
All right. So, we'll say because they haven't charged you yet for it. You're a couple of gold for your in stay plus final meals there. We'll say 3 gold covers the remainder of your inn and meals for everybody.
I got this one. How many gold is the plat? Is it 10 gold in the plat?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could literally just buy this inn if we wanted to.
Don't worry, I'll be back to buy the blacksmith someday. I have to go figure out if what they're gonna do with the Schwinga first, though.
So you guys settle in for your last night of sleep in East Haven on this visit. Dalar, you have an unusual dream that night. Can I get you over in private channel for just a moment?
Before you guys go, can we go and run a long rest, or should we not?
You can. It won't affect you at all.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Let's see. So, you get a dream. A servant of Arl comes to visit you in a dream. It seems she's taken notice of the amount of money you required, or acquired, not required. She would like you to do something with it to prove your loyalty.
Which is?
As you're traveling, back west, there will be an art merchant in Brenchander. He'll be in town center selling a piece of art for a single gold piece that no one wants to buy. You're to offer him 50 platinum for it. He'll then take that painting and burn it.
I have to. There's an art merchant in Brenchander.
Yep.
He's gonna be in the town center selling a piece of art for 1 gold. That's so fucking ugly. Nobody wants it. I'm supposed to offer him 50 plat. Burn it.
Yes.
The servants say what'll happen if I refuse.
Bad things will happen. Very bad
What
things.
if I offer 49 plat, 9 gold, 9 silver, 9 copper? Will the badness be slightly less?
Ever so slightly less.
Fucking Arl. Well, shit. Is that all?
That is where your dream ends.
Well done.
I guess as it's fading, the servant, says to you, your loyalty, should it be shown, will not be forgotten.
I should probably look up what kind of god. Is Arl a goddess of Icewind?
I think she is like a demigod.
I should look up what she actually stands for. I have no idea what fucking Arl stands for as a demigod.
Let's see, Arl. Merciless god of cold and
Frostmaiden,
winter.
god of
Yeah.
Winter, was a fickle, vain, and evil deity who was primarily venerated out of fear. A few among the Luludentans of the Great Glacier who worshipped her called her Sakuruk. She is additionally seen being synonymous with the Queen of Air and Darkness by some community as a Fae. So, Lesser deity. She's neutral evil. Okay.
And the other thing I should probably add, the servant tells you not to mention your dream to anyone else, saying that they hope it goes without saying.
I don't know if I can respond to a dream. It's a dream. I don't really have control of myself. I would make a comment, but I don't know if that's how that works.
I mean, you can try and say something.
Try and fail. It's a dream. I don't have fucking control.
I mean, to be fair, you asked about being 1 copper short, and it answered.
Hey man, you got specific things on the mind. Some things just come out in dreams. You don't force it. It just happens. Alright, anything else in this dream?
No, I believe that's it.
Fucking bold-faced goddamn part of my dream and my notes, and there we go. I shouldn't forget it. But maybe I'll burn down the market after I buy it. Who knows? My loyalty will not be forgotten. They burned down the whole fucking art guy. I'll set him on fire with the painting. I want my money out of it, damn it. Knowing my luck, he's probably a specific servant of Arl, though. So that probably wouldn't work too well. Can't even kill the son of a bitch.
Alright, if that's it, unless you have anything else, we'll hop back over to public.
Alright, let's go.
Exactly. There will be kung fu fighting.
Right.
Alright, so the lot of you have awoken the following morning, bright and early, for your trek back to Targos.
And I was just telling Scott that I'm probably going to have to drop off there for the night, but I didn't know if there's anything important that you wanted us all to hear before I jump out. Are we all, relatively speaking, awake and alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm not quite dead yet.
If you guys want to head over to Targos without me, y'all can go ahead, but I'm probably going to go and jump off here.
Yeah, I think we're close to finishing up for the night, so if you need to hop off, that's fine. If there's anything important, we'll send you a message or something.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for DMing.
Have a good night.
Good session.
Yep,
Yeah.
take it easy.
See you
See
too,
ya.
guys.
Bye.
So, you guys begin the long trek back to Targos. With your nice and early start, you arrive in Bryn Shander just after lunchtime.
Nice.
I need to make a quick stop in the market real quick. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
I want to break off from the group and go to the market real quick.
Alright.
I'm gonna look for a really shitty piece of art. Selling for a single gold.
You find a single person. He's holding a crude piece of art, calling out, "Fine art! Fine art! 1 gold piece!" No one seems to be taking much interest in it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes, I'll take that.
Oh. Yeah, be a single gold piece. So glad someone's finally buying this.
Sure. I'll drop the money with with all the plat in it. The 50 plat.
Oh.
Here you go.
You don't need to.
Consider it a tip for this lovely piece.
Oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate. Greatly appreciate it.
Why the fuck are you laughing at me?
Because you've just made the DM lose his shit, dude. He'll find it in a minute.
DM couldn't hold character quite perfectly on that one.
All right. Is the guy still there? Or we wander off?
He quickly leaves once I paid him.
All right. So I'm just in the middle of the market, right?
Yeah.
I want to light a torch and burn it. Just burn the painting
All
right in
right.
the middle of the market.
Uh,
I'll put my torch out after it's on fire.
The painting burns a bright blue rather violently for a couple moments before being nothing more than a pile of ash on the city streets.
I'll just walk away now. You'll meet up with the other people.
A couple people look on confused, but they shrug and go about their day.
I'm gonna do a little like shh noise with my finger in front of my lips to the Schwinga. Don't tell the others. This will be our little secret.
So you catch up with the others shortly enough.
Well then, shall we consider our road to Targus?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit more walking through the day. It's about evening time, and you arrive back in Targos.
Ah, good old Targos.
Alright. So, with a little bit of asking around, you're able to figure out where your contact for the Chewinga search is, Danica Greysteel. And you find her home on the south end of town.
We'll knock on the door.
She quickly comes to the door and opens it. Oh, my. You've returned. Successfully,
Yes.
I hope?
Just fucking look at her and then look at my shoulder. And look back at her.
You found one.
Yes.
Oh,
He's been quite pleasant.
has
He's
he?
in quite good company.
That is fantastic. So glad to hear it.
I was gonna ask you, what kind of research were you gonna do on him?
Well, I've been working on a couple of experiments to see what kind of influence they might have over the weather and over the environment.
Such as?
Well, seeing if their mood impacts the weather at all, or if their actions do, maybe. It's all a bit of work in progress. I'm figuring this out as I go.
I'm gonna turn over to the Stringa. Can you impact the weather at all?
It kind of cocks its head to the side, as if it doesn't understand what you're saying.
Do you make it cold? Do you make it snow?
It just kind of looks at you, confused, and shrugs.
Damn it.
It seems asking them's not gonna give us our answers.
How do you plan to get results, though? For stuff like mood? You're not gonna torture or anything, are you?
Oh, no, I won't hurt them. I've been working on a series of ways to, they maybe make them sad briefly. Take away something that it's enjoying. Give it back later, of course. But I assure you, won't harm the Chewinga in any way.
Well, Schwingy the Schwinga, do you wanna travel with Danica Greysteel for a little bit?
She holds out a small berry, and it seems to go over and eat it and sit with her.
As long as you take care of him. He's a tender little guy.
She'll be in good hands. I treat him as well as a friend. Oh, before I forget to certainly reward you for your fine efforts here. Um, as agreed upon, here's 25 gold pieces, and just for the excellent job you've done bringing one back in such good spirits, and 25 extra for you. 50 total.
Is that each or?
No, just total.
I guess I'll just, since I'm in front, I'll accept it for now.
Okay.
If you ever need help again, let us know. And I'll wave goodbye to the Schwinga. Goodbye, Schwingy. Stay safe.
Okay. Before you go, the Chwinga does come up to you and give you one last hug.
Oh, that's sweet. I'll give him a little
Aw.
hug back. He's sweet. I'm gonna miss you, little Schwingo. I'll make sure to try and visit when I come in Targus.
Um. And Dalar, I need you to roll a d7.
Nice.
Oddly specific.
Alright. Let's see if I can find this. Maybe. Alright, I'll just have to copy this manually. Let's see. Do-do-do. Alright, there you are. You should have a charm in your inventory under consumables. Granted to you by the Chwinga as you're heading away.
Oh, I do.
How adorable.
That's so nice.
You
Uh,
had a pet Chwinga for a time.
I did.
We will end with that for the moment, and with that, you also all reach level 2.
What?
Wow.
How many months did this take in the making?
Like 15? I'm pretty sure.
Something like that. Oh my god. I never thought this day would come.
Sissus.
All right, now how do we do it?
The character creation article in the journal at the very bottom has a couple paragraphs on leveling up.